Nines and ones have a lot of things in common, starting with the fact that they're each other's wing. Now, when it comes to Enneagram Wings, it's important to know that you typically have one wing that's more aligned with your core traits, and then one wing that's more complementary, if not contradictory to your core traits. For example, nines are naturally aligned with many of the type 1 traits and naturally opposed to many of the type 8 traits. So those differences can either complement or collide with each other. Same goes for ones that are very different than type 2 helpers, and so on and so forth for every other Enneagram type down the line. Anyway, ones and nines have even more in common because they're both gut or instinctive types within the triad centers. All gut types are heavily influenced by their physical activity and, surprise, surprise, their gut instincts. Fun fact, our gut is often called our second brain because it sends millions of neurons throughout our entire nervous system, which then influence our thoughts and feelings. So, as a metaphor within the Enneagram, the gut center describes types that are primarily influenced by these instinctual impulses that they can choose to act on, ignore, or repress in order to feel in control of themselves and their environment. Now, when they feel out of control, they get angry, which is their core emotional struggle in life. However, nines, as the impinged type of the gut center, are by far the best at hiding that anger, although they do have their unexpected blow-ups and plenty of resentment just like ones. Another key trait that nines and ones have in common is their tendency to be very idealistic, especially if they share a wing, like I mentioned earlier. One-wing nines are actually called the Idealist, while nine-wing ones are called the Dreamer. And these nicknames are meant to symbolize the way these types visualize a different and probably better reality than the one that currently exists. That vision of an ideal world can either make them join forces or drift apart entirely, but more on that later. The last few shared traits worth noting for this couple usually come down to their general lifestyle preferences. First, ones and nines are usually great at cohabitating because they enjoy an equal amount of quality time together as they enjoy quality time apart from each other. Next, ones and nines enjoy a similar balance of hard work, playtime, and rest. This makes the 1-9 couple create a whole bunch of familiar routines, especially if they have similar jobs or a similar schedule. Ultimately, the 1-9 couple is focused on creating a comfortable, stable life together that's usually aimed at having some positive impact on their immediate community or society at large. All right, those are just a few things these types have in common. Time now to dive in a little deeper and talk about what specifically attracts the type 1 reformer to the type 9 peacemaker. Thank you so much for watching You've Got a Type. If you enjoyed that clip, then why not watch the full video it was taken from right here? And if you really enjoyed it, then maybe hit those like and subscribe buttons before you go. No pressure though. Just happy you're here.